There are ongoing discussions about Ghana passing the Anti-LGBTQ plus bill. The bill was passed by the majority in Parliament, the National Democratic Congress, which happens to be the party in power or the government in power. And it awaits presidential assent. So we are still waiting on President John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency, to assent to this bill and make it a law so it can, actually take effect. But the real question here is not whether President John Dramani Mahama will sign the bill into law. Rather, we are told that the bill contains some amendments. So why the amendments? And if these amendments are indeed relevant, can we then say that the former president, Nana Addo Dankwa-Akufo-Addo, has been vindicated? This is The Real Talk. My name is Amiel. The minority claims that there are over 30 amendments that have been made or effected to make this bill, a little different or far different from the original bill, which was introduced in 2024 and passed and also awaited presidential assent, but we didn't have it. And we are told by the President, John Dramani Mahama, that the bill didn't reach the desk of the former president, Nana Addo Dankwa-Akufo-Addo.
With regards to the Family Values Bill, you were all aware what happened the last time during the past administration. There was a legal tussle, and somebody filed an injunction against Parliament to injunct the Speaker from forwarding the bill to the President for assent. And so the situation is that the bill was never submitted to the President for assent. So it was not submitted and the President did not assent.
The bill was hanging in the air like that, and it crossed over to 2025. New government comes into power, and we are told that the bill has to be reintroduced. So it was reintroduced and it has been passed. Yet there are some agitations. According to the minority in Parliament, the New Patriotic Party, or the opposition party, and some Ghanaians, this bill is very weak. And in fact, I read that the Catholic bishops have also rejected the bill in a way. They are saying that they will not accept any bill that comes to them and has been reviewed or has been sifted to the extent that the main things, the main ingredients that will make the bill, a real one indeed, to serve as a deterrent to anybody who wants to practice homosexuality, they are not going to accept it if this bill comes and it contains nothing, because that's what we have been told, that it only punishes the act, but not really the advocacy and the promotion of it and all that. But according to the Minister of Communication, Sam George, this bill has only been expanded. That's the word he uses. So it's more or less like an elaborate thing, it's adding flesh to, the original bill that contained some provisions that had to be explained so people could understand it. So this is what this bill has sought to do. Now, my question here again is whether or not the amendments are indeed necessary. Does it not go to vindicate the former president? Does it not mean that we need to thank the former president for not assenting to the bill? Because it means that if he had assented to the bill, it would have come with its errors. It means that if he had assented to the bill, or if he had signed the bill, it would have come with certain provisions that would have required that we amend them. So I am just asking, don't you think that the former president, Nana Addo Dankwa-Akufo-Addo, did the right thing by not assenting to this bill or not signing it? Because you see, the president then, Nana Addo Dankwa-Akufo-Addo was actually demonized. He was he was lambasted, he was slammed, castigated, whatever word you want to use for it. He was really, sketched because he didn't sign the bill. And today we are told that, the bill has some amendments, and these amendments, according to the majority in Parliament, these amendments were very germane, that the bill needed these amendments. So if indeed these amendments had to be effected before the bill could be passed, then I think we need to, like we say in our local parlance, Yemfa Nanado, Nebo and Komano. So we need to give Nanado his tone. Because, Nanado, His Excellency, Nanado Dankwa Akufo-Addo probably might have seen some, loopholes and wanted those loopholes to be filled. But we were, actually so mad with him, especially because, it was even in the electioneering year. So it became an advantage for the opposition party, the National Democratic Congress, which is now in government. So I think that we owe Nanado some thanks. I think that we owe him some gratitude for not signing the bill. Because if he had signed this bill, then we would have had a bill that is not effective. Then we would have had a bill that is faulty. So I think that Nanado did the right thing. That is my opinion. Because if Nanado has signed this bill, how then would we have introduced these amendments? How then would we have seen that the bill needed some expansion or some provisions needed to be explained well, according to the Minister of Communication, Sam George? How would we have known all these things? Because the same minister in 2024 told us that the bill is in perfect shape and there is nothing wrong with the bill and there shouldn't be any amendment. He even said that Kenya had adopted our bill into everything. From page 1 to the last page, and they didn't change anything. They just copied and pasted it.
You have countries like Kenya, who are in the process. In fact, the Kenyan MP George Kaluma reached out to me for a copy of the bill in Ghana.
Okay, so they can learn from it and see.
He took our bill and just changed the Ghana and put Kenya.
Finish.
Yes, and that's what is in Kenya, and that's what Kenya has passed.
Kenya has passed it.
Oh yes,
of course.
Yes,
Our law. Our bill.
Our bill. Take the Kenyan law and take Ghana's bill and see what it is.
So if others are learning from us,
and Kenya has gone ahead and is getting disbursements from the same IMF. Kenya is in an IMF program. So those who claim that all of a sudden our economy will collapse, first and foremost, the evidence shows that it is not true. Ghana's economy is not worth $700 million a year, because $3.8 million over 5.
Obviously, we can say that, he said these things because he wanted his party to come into power. He just needed votes for his party. He probably didn't believe in what he was saying, because, if he indeed believed in what he was saying, then why the amendments? And of course, he has already admitted, that these things that he said prior to the 2024 elections, the things that he said, anti-gay bill and all these things, he just said them, or whatever he did, the demonstrations, they were just in the interest of his party. We can find that in his Facebook post. But this is not my focus. My focus is, if indeed we needed these amendments, or if indeed these amendments are relevant to make the bill a wholesome bill, then don't you think that Nanado Dankwa Akufo-Addo, His Excellency, the former president, has been vindicated? And now we are told that this bill has been amended because these amendments, according to those who amended it, or the framers of the bill, these amendments were necessary or are necessary. So if these amendments are necessary, then we need to thank Nanado for it, because he is the one who refused to sign it in the first place, because he saw these loopholes, or he saw the need for the amendments. Although we are told that it didn't reach his desk, but whatever being the case, Nana Addo didn't assent to it, and he has paid the price for it. But we need to thank him, because if it had not been for him, this bill would have been passed in 2024, and it would have come with all its, errors and whatever it is, and today we would be arguing here and there, and a whole lot would have gone on, and the bill would have become ineffective. So if this new bill is what we think is effective, then Nana Addo must be given his flowers for not assenting to the bill. What do you think? Drop your comments in the comment section and let's get interactive. Thank you very much for joining me here. This is The Real Talk. We say it as it is, no sugarcoating, no filters. I'm very grateful. I thank you so much for joining me here. Please subscribe to this channel. I'm out.